Greetings to all of humanity. It's really a joy, it's a pleasure, it's my honor as usual to be greeting you and always bring this message of emancipation to you, whereby I'm pointing you to look no other place but to look inwardly to discover that your real identity is your divinity. That's the reason why I want to speak to you concerning the black people monkey secret. Why they were referred to as monkey, and many people get offended and they do not understand why they get offended. Now, before I go into that subject, I just want to remind you concerning the Know Jesus Bible, which is actually the 66 books of magic, the Overcomer's Bible. And the reason why I say the Know Jesus Bible is because Jesus has been omitted from that Bible, and there's a blank space for you to fill in your name next to the Christ, because the Christ is an experience that you will experience to come to know of your higher self. Okay? Not to mention, Jesus is a white man idol, and when you call on Jesus, you're giving your power away. You can check the link down below for more information on that, and also if you would like to support this work, the Patreon link is down below also. So with that being said, now let me go right into what I want to speak to you about. There are times I would speak about people being monkey, and I would even hold up a banana like this and I call them a monkey. Now, I used to be a person who used to follow sports a lot and love soccer. There are many black people who claim that they were being discriminated against when they were called monkey, and the people in the arena was making the monkey song and throwing banana on the field and so on. And so many times black people be referred to as monkey and they get offended and they do not know why. Okay? Let me give you another scenario before I go deeper. A black person will call another black person a nigger, but if a white person call a black person nigger, they get offended. All of that is to show you there's a certain level of ignorance. And that level of ignorance is what is referred to as being a monkey, because a monkey is speaking of a mind. So most black people do not realize monkey is not really speaking about an animal out in the jungle. It is speaking of a mind. And when you have an unestablished mind, you are acting in the capacity of a monkey. Because what will happen? You will display traits of a monkey, such as being an imitator. So a monkey is an imitator also. So if you have an unorganized mind, if you are just an imitator, or one just repeating back what you hear other people say and you never really think for yourself, you are operating in your monkey brain. You are operating in the humanistic, animalistic realm instead of the realm of spirit, instead of the realm of your higher self. So when you hear me, even me, speak about people being monkey and give them the banana, I'm speaking about the mind. Also, another thing you have to learn about monkey is that the monkey carries a tail. A tail. But when you're being called a monkey, the tail that you're carrying is a tale. And that tale that you are carrying with you is the Virgin Mary and Jesus story that has been interpreted to you as literal and as secular history. Now, when most black people are reading the Bible and practicing secular Christianity and fail to realize that the Bible addresses the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically, they are acting in the capacity of a monkey, because they will only be living in the realm of the five senses. They'll be only living in the animalistic realm. So don't just get angry when you've been called a monkey. Let me give you an example. You have a body and you have a mind. The body controls the mind. Let me correct myself. The mind, I mean, controls the body. Okay? Now, when you have a thought, it's a vibrational frequency and it is coming from a realm that you can't see. But when you act and you do things in the physical, you can see. You can operate in those five senses that everyone could see, everyone could taste, everyone could smell, and so on. Now, if you're a spirit having a human experience and you choose to live in the humanistic realm and deny your spiritual self, it is because you have the power of choice and you choose to play that part. So in this game of life, you can choose to play the monkey part, or you can play the part of the mind. An established mind, an organized mind, a mind that is rightly aligned, a mind that is conscious, that it is thoughts that creates reality, and that you can create your own reality and you can do it consciously. Now, just recently I saw a movie, and in that movie there's a movie star by the name of Eric Roberts, and there's another, and he's a white guy, and there's a movie star by the name of Martin Lawrence, and he's a black guy. And in more than one case in that movie, he referred to Martin Lawrence as monkey. Now, if you're trapped in false identity and you do not understand the game and understand what it's all about, you're going to get angry and you're going to use your emotion foolishly. Now, both of them were offered money. So Eric Roberts had to accept a certain amount of money to play the part. Martin Lawrence had to accept a certain amount of money to play that part also. So everyone have the power of choice. So if someone chooses to play that part, you do not allow that to offend you. If someone chooses to play the part of a black man being kept in a certain way in a movie called Get Out, you're going to make that get to your mind. You're going to react to that in a negative way when the person been paid a certain amount of money to play the role. You have to realize that life is a game. If someone offers you $10 million or $15 million to act a role and you accept that role, remember, you have the power of choice. You can accept or you can reject. So my brothers and my sisters, we have to wise up. We have to wake up and stop playing the part of the monkey. And when you stop playing the part of the monkey, you would never get offended when someone says monkey. Because you know that you're not living in that realm. You know you've come out of the animalistic realm. You have come out of the realm of humanity. And now you're living in your divinity, because you come to understand that your real identity Let me repeat that, because you understand that your real identity, I think I should repeat that another time, because you understand that your real identity is your divinity. That is why I was reacting towards what happened with George Floyd, was telling the people not to get their emotions involved and get caught up in rioting and get caught up in looting, and it's all negative energy. And all the people who went out and carry on with all of these things, and because they've been influenced by celebrities and so on, they're acting still in that monkey frame of mind. So a monkey is speaking all about the mind. Now let me say this. Until you can accept the fact that the educational system has been set up to keep you as a monkey, you'll always be a monkey. As long as you cannot accept the fact that the political system has been set up to keep you a monkey, you'll always be a monkey. As long as you do not accept the fact that the religious system has been set up to keep you a monkey, you'll always be a monkey. So my brother and my sister, when I speak, I do not get caught up in a race and all of these things. Don't get checked. You have to read between the lines when I'm speaking. There's system put in place, and I'm here to bring the truth to you and to expose those systems. So those who are behind the system, many a times you might refer to them based on complexion. But my brother and my sisters, I want each and every one of you to vibrate to that place that you will come to realize your real identity. Because when you realize your real identity, you will find and discover the pearl of great price. You'll be given the key to open heaven. Because you will know where is heaven. And you will understand when it has been said that when you discover the kingdom, that all these things will be added unto you. Because you will know where God resides and where the kingdom is also. Therefore, you will be able to use your mind to give you whatever you desire in this world without selling yourself short. So my brother and my sister, do not look at the television or movies and get caught up in that kind of foolishness. Like I hear many people refer to the movie Roots. When the guy was saying his name was, I forgot what, Kunta Kinte. When he was saying his name is Kunta Kinte, I think. And the slave master was saying, no, your name is Toby. The people, all the black people in the movie, they accept money to play that part. Get out of your monkey mind and live in the mind of the higher self, your God self. So all along, for many, many, many years, many people have been offended, called a monkey. Many people get offended when they use the media to talk about the N-word. The white people playing games and them and saying they don't want to say nigga, they just want to say the N-word. Kiss my ass. But N-word, fuck. Let me tell you something. I've had many, many, many experiences with missionaries that normally come to these islands to brainwash the people deliberately. And this is not something that I'm just saying. Something I know for sure, sure, sure. Okay, but I don't want to go into all of it. And one of them called me a nigger. And all the other black people that was around, they were policemen and women. And I didn't really know, I only recognized one of them to be a police, and I even pointed at him. and saying, you see him right there, he's a policeman. He knows me when I used to work at the post office. But it was that same policeman who met me about say 2 weeks after the encounter where I encountered with these missionaries, because I went right where they was doing this stuff. I didn't know why. I just was walking. I felt like to go there and ask them why they choose to come and brainwash the people with Jesus, knowing that it's all about that sun that's shining up there and so on. And I was calling those other black people. I said, they're stupid to join you guys. So it was about 2 weeks later, the police guy met me and told me that they pull up the people for using the word nigger. Because I laughed the guy just gone. I said, you guys steal my energy. I said, that can't work on me. I said, those are, it will work on them. They won't get offended. And he proved it to me. And then he confessed to me that they were there trying to negotiate funds from those missionaries in terms of they have a police, have what do you call it? It's a credit union though. A cooperative, yeah, a cooperative. A credit union. So they was going there looking for funding. You see? And I'm telling you, these people, they were all policemen. Had it been that I was someone different, I would have act angrily and do something. These same policemen might have turned around and lock you up and imprison you. Let me just say this other thing. Just recently, just before the coronavirus pandemic, scamdemic, I questioned the policeman who was the sentry right in front of the barracks. And I said to him, officer, I would like to know why these tourists or these white people could stand right there and do whatever they please. And whenever we are standing there and we're having a conversation with someone else, you all always tell us, well, we can't stand there. One of the policemen said to me, but I want to tell you, if I didn't have on this kind of clothes, this kind of white clothes. So I know he wanted to cuss me out. Another one said to me, have you ever heard about something called tourism? I said to him, that's not tourism, that's whorism. I said, when our people is dependent on another set of people to make a living, that's whorism. And I'm saying all of this to say and to prove to you that when you operate in a colonial mentality, it's monkey. You've been a monkey, you're acting like a monkey. And that's why so many people are busy chasing after money. I'm not saying you shouldn't go to a job, but if you come to this kind of wisdom and you have a job, you use that job as a way to get out. So you can stand on your own. Or you use this teaching or this wisdom to get you out and to elevate yourself. So my brother and my sisters, in short, all of us are responsible to vibrate out of the monkey mentality and to live in your higher self and learn to create your reality consciously, because at the end of the day, money was false a thought, it was false imagined. It's everything in this world is false mental, it's false psychological. The universe is mental. And everything around you reflects you. Every time I go out and I look at nature, it reflects me. All I can see is the reflection of a black woman, because the earth is called Mother Earth. I believe I might have to do a whole video on that. I can't help but looking at the soil and see how it reflects my body. The cheese, everything reflects me. That is why, my brother, my sisters, my encouragement to you is to go beyond humanity and come in to your divinity. So with that being said, my brother and my sister, I want to thank you very much for listening to me. And I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you're listening to me, what I'm saying makes sense to you, resonates with you, If you haven't subscribed already, I'm encouraging you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, before I leave you, I want to let you know that this message I bring to you, that it is the single eye. Yes, it is the single eye message of self-realization, of which Matthew 6:22 says that if your eye be single, your whole body will be full of light. And my brothers and my sisters, hadn't it been that that single eye had opened within me, when I awake from the dream of life and come to understand where it is said in the Bible that you shall change from mortal to immortality in a twinkling of an eye, that twinkling of an eye is an opening of an eye, where you would awake within yourself and you would hear the unorderly wind, and you would ascend like a fiery beam, and you would give birth from above and come out of your skull and go beyond your crown chakra and become invisible and understand the virgin birth and understand the resurrection. Hadn't it been for that experience, my brother and my sisters, I would not have been here bringing this message to you. Always pointing you to look inwardly to discover that your real identity is your divinity. And I always say to you, do not let anyone in this world ever deceive you or brainwash you by making you believe that the eye above the pyramid and the US dollar is an evil symbol. No, it is the all-seeing eye of God in you, who is your imagination, for you will have an awakened imagination. Come to realize that the eye represents the eye of the mystics, the eye of the prophets, the eye of those who will go beyond the skull, and those who place that symbol and that money. They know that secret of the ones who would go beyond humanity and come into their divinity, and they are very much mindful of the intelligence of those who will come to that place. It's not how eloquent they sound, but they know, as long as you have that experience, what it's really all about. Thus the reason why, my brother and my sisters, I always put my hand right above my crown chakra and saying to you that when you have the experience, that you will come to realize that it is the rising of the S-U-N in a S-O-N, and that it is the dawning of a new day in your life. For the sun parallels the human imagination parallels the sun. For without the sun there is no life and there is no light, and without the human imagination there is anything made that was made. And you've been admonished in Psalms 84:11 that the Lord thy God is a sun and a shield, and no good thing will he withhold from you. And the sun has never withhold any good thing from all of humanity, for the sun is what powers all of humanity and give all of humanity its energy. Also, in Malachi chapter 4 and verses 2, you have been given the promise that the Son of righteousness will arise in you with healing in his wings. And truly the Son has risen in me, and I'm bringing healing to all of humanity by pointing each and everyone to look inwardly. That is why my encouragement to you always is to use your mind power, which is your solar power, your sun power, your God power, your creative power, which is actually the sexual power. Use that power to achieve your every desire and stop live your life as a monkey. So with that being said, I want to say peace, love you all, I'm out.